In the world of tech, updates bring about this wave of positivity. Cool features, new interface, the whole bunch. When we talk about automotive, technology has become a super important part of this industry, especially when we talk about electric vehicles. Today on PowerDrift, I have with me an update. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ultraviolette F77 Mach II Recon, and here's what you need to know. Ultraviolette has been around for a while now with the F77. What started off life as a completely different program took a turn for the better with the original. Today the F77 goes Mach II, but it also gets a bigger Recon variant as well. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it. Before I talk about changes, let me tell you that the hardware, the components continue to remain the same. Now when we talk about changes, torque has gone up to 100 Newton meters, which means better performance. You have regen finally, something that Ultraviolette's been talking about for a really long time. The Mach II finally gets it. There's 9 levels. Now to put it simply, regen is regeneration of energy. Electric vehicles expend energy, and regen is a nice way to get some of the energy back so that you get a slight bump in range. There's 3 levels of traction control, and you also have an option where you can completely switch it off. There's hill hold, an anti-collision warning system in place, and a bunch of other features including fall alert, movement alert, so on and so forth. Additionally, I would like to say that Ultraviolette finally has 9 colors in their entire range. And I think that's great because they add a bit of pop, they add a bit of life to this entire range. My personal favorite, I think yellow and white, those 2 colors really stand out in this entire range. But I'm curious to know which one's your favorite. Let me know in the comments. The important question is, how does the Mach II Recon really feel? In terms of performance, the ballistic mode feels a little more ballistic than before. And overall, the peppiness that the F77 was known for continues. I would also like to say that I spent most of my time juggling between the lower levels of regen. During this ride, 9 felt too strong, and in 1, the motorcycle went on to coast for longer. I personally feel 9 levels is a bit of an overkill, but then there's something for everybody. Moving on to traction control, this is an EV that definitely was in dire need of this system. Performance with a safety net? Check. Although you can switch it off completely, I found myself in TC mode 1 most of the times, which in simple terms means more fun than level 2 and 3. The rest of the experience in terms of ergonomics, ride quality and handling is pretty much the same as before. Apart from whatever I have mentioned, there are areas where the F77 has gotten better in general. For example, overall quality, and then the quality of the charging flap as well. It feels a lot more premium, a lot more solid. It closes with a very assuring thud. But there are areas where the brand can definitely work on. For example, the mirrors, they are still too small for my liking. And then you have the seat, which is a little too firm, and I feel it's focusing a little more on form than function. But if Ultraviolette is able to solve these issues with the help of, let's say, an accessories package, then job done. To sum it up, the Mach II will come in at a price of Rs 2.99 lakh. That comes with a smaller battery pack, and then you have the Mach II Recon that will retail at Rs 3.99 lakh. Is it expensive? Well, definitely not as expensive as before, but it's also a matter of consideration. You as a consumer will have to decide if you want to step into this world, and that's something that only you can answer. Oh, by the way, the brand is giving all of these updates to their older customers, the Gen 1 customers, at 0 cost, and I think that is fantastic. That pretty much is it we come to an end of our short, cute yet fast ride of the F77 Mark II Recon. Hopefully we'll get this motorcycle back in Pune so that we can do a lot more testing, create a lot more content. What is it that you really want to see on PowerDrift with the Mark II Recon? Let us know in the comments. But until the next one, my name is Warren Painter and I will see you later.